But this time, as I say, hopefully the guys can fix the technical issue that's on the camera, and we should be going out very, very shortly. But it's great to hear from you, Christine, and it's always good to have a bit of a laugh. But I think I definitely stand with you. There's definitely girl power out there. When myself and Kath are out there, we have an all-girls team. We definitely have a bit of fun there as well. But as I say, it's always good fun, and great to hear from you guys, and great to have a little bit of a joke as well. It always brightens up the day. So hopefully we won't be too much longer. Do keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll be out very, very shortly. Okay, there's another bird there that's calling. I'm hoping some of you have already identified it. I'll see what you guys think. So listen now, there's a bird calling very, very close to the microphone. It's actually quite loud, you can't miss it. And it looks like Mrs. B and Starsman were the first off the line there. And sorry for everybody in JTV. At the moment I can't quite get hold of JTV, but still trying. But oh, and Pat's there as well. The grey go-away bird, the grey lurie. Away! Away! There's also the oxpeckers that are calling. That sounds like the box of matches rattling again. And just a quick question from TK, saying about the buffalo walking into the dam and walked in about 15 meters, but it was only up to the ankles. Is there any deep spots where the hippos can hang out? I think there is. I think the part that we're actually looking at, just to the right, I think that's quite a deep patch. You see the hippos in there quite a bit. And I think Mrs. B said there was a hippo that went off to the right. So apparently they are around the dam. And we'll have to see if we can find out if there are any more a little bit later on. I'll see if I can try and go past there, obviously depending on what's going on out there animal-wise. And just a quick hello to Robin in the UK, saying that the sun is shining there on the east coast. That's great to hear, Robin. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope it's nice and warm there. And just tying in with that, actually, Starsman asking when the rainy season's about to start. And that's going to be somewhere around November time. It could be a little bit earlier. The clouds are building quite a lot these days, actually, which is not unusual for August. Obviously, the August winds, it's the normal time to have very strong winds, and obviously it's signaling changes in the atmosphere and the pressure and everything. So it is starting to bring the rain clouds in, but we should start to get rain around November, and I think it might be quite a wet season. We were actually just discussing it the other day, but it could be quite a wet one this time. And just a quick hello to Carrie, saying that the grey go-away bird sounds a bit like stepping on a broken horn. I think you're right there. And you never know, that might actually help people to recognise it in the future. And these little things also, I usually try and put either words or phrases or something that it sounds to the birds to help me try and remember their calls. And sometimes I do battle. It depends on how easy the call is. And once you've got a few birds, then you can start to listen out for others, and they do sound differently. And as I say, you do have to put a little bit of work in sometimes, but it does help to identify the birds a lot quicker, as well as obviously seeing them. But sometimes you don't see them, you only hear them. And as I say, if you keep listening out, and every time I hear a bird, even if I know it, I say to myself, that's a such and such bird. And it just keeps you remembering that bird call. And sometimes there'll be bird calls that I haven't heard for so long, and I think, oh, what on earth is that bird? I know it, but it's been so long since I've heard it that I need to actually try and remind myself. And sometimes it'll be on the tip of my tongue, and it'll take me a while, and sometimes I have to go back to my bird CD and actually replay it again. And a quick hello to Fred, hope you're well, and everybody else who's just joining us, just to let you know what's going on. We do have a technical issue with the camera, so I'm here in Final Control, hopefully entertaining you as much as you're entertaining me. and hopefully we will be back out on drive as soon as possible. But for the time being, we're just watching the dam, and it looks like there's a hornbill just coming into view there. And just before I went, and I was just reading an email just then, there was actually a blacksmith lapwing that just walked off to the left. But apologies for the delay for the drive. We are hoping to be out as soon as possible. The guys are busy working on it. They have found the problem, so it's just a matter of trying to fix it now. So hopefully we'll be able to get out as soon as possible. Sorry, I'm just reading a message from Mrs. B here. What bird call sounds like a little bit of no bread and no cheese in the UK? That one I don't know, Mrs. B, and I'd love for you to tell me, because that's not ringing any bells at all. I'd say a nice gift that my mum actually was given was a clock with all different bird calls on. So there's a few bird calls that we get to learn, but that one I've never been able to put names. Funnily enough, that's what I didn't do in the UK. I never put phrases or names or anything to the birds in the UK. It was just calls that you used to hear and you kind of started to know them, but let's say the clock certainly helped with a few of them, especially the barn owl. And it's the yellow hammer. Okay, I've never actually heard the yellow hammer calling. I remember seeing it once when I was at Bradgate Park in Leicestershire, and there was a yellow hammer bird with its bright, bright yellow head. Little bit of bread and no cheese. Okay. Thanks, Mrs. B. And a quick hello to Vivian and to her grandson Pierce. Apparently he took his journal that he's made from some of the drives that he's been on to school on his very first day. I hope he enjoys his very first day back of school, and hopefully we get to hear him again on drive in a short while when he's obviously not busy studying and being at school. But I look forward to hearing from Pierce again. And being from Chicago, Illinois, I've definitely got to say thank you very much. I'm definitely a big Elvis fan, so she's saying that sometimes you feel like Elvis Presley saying thank you. But I love Elvis, so it's always good. And just a quick question actually for you guys, while obviously I can see here with the emails coming in, and Vivian's saying that she enjoys everything from the big five to everything else in between, and obviously the little five. And my question to you guys is, what is the little five? See if someone can actually send me through the right answer. And also, I did actually forget to say happy birthday to Carrie. I know I said it in Facebook, but happy birthday, Carrie. I hope you have had a brilliant day. And hopefully you've had something exciting to do. And hopefully we can get out on safari to hopefully end off your day. I'm sure it shouldn't be too much longer now. The guys are working very hard to try and fix the problem. So as I say, hopefully we will be able to get back out. Millie, I've never heard Elvis's laughing song. I'd love to hear it. And just a quick reminder, for those of you who don't know where to send the answer through to my question, what is the little five, then you just need to send it through to finalcontrol@safari.tv. So what is the little five? thanks, Afrimu. And it looks like you might be the only one who's... Oh, no, we've got somebody else just coming in as well. Fabienne from Montreal in Canada. Also, just sending in that email there. So thanks a lot to you both, saying what the little five are. And we have the buffalo weaver, the elephant shrew, which apparently is now called a sengi, the elephant shrew. It's the East African name for it. Leopard tortoise, the ant lion, and the last one, rhino beetle. So thanks for that, everybody. Fabienne and Afrimu seems to have stumped a few people. But that is the little five. So I've just got to laugh at Trisha. She's sending me through an email reminding me that you're coming through, and in about 3 weeks' time your mum's staying at Voyatella. So I really hope we're able to meet your mum, and I'm hoping that we're going to be seeing you, hopefully, if you're coming through, to maybe drop off your mum or picking her up while you're walking the Mitsi Mitsi Trail. I really hope you enjoy it, and I'm very, very jealous. I think it's one that I'm going to have to try, but definitely let me know how it goes and if it's worth doing. And you also enjoy listening to Elvis. I think he definitely has a very colourful voice. I'm very grateful to my dad for introducing me, and he actually does have a jukebox at home, and I listen to all the 60s music, including Elvis and all the old school people, and Roy Orbison I really enjoyed. And that's why I think I've caught Mark out a couple of times with Neil Sedaka. I actually went to see him in concert once, but I really enjoyed that. I always remember singing along to his songs. And I'd say I think the first couple of times I threw Mark out, he didn't realise that I enjoyed that kind of music as well. So I think we were discussing it on Game Drive one day, and I managed to catch him out with a couple of song titles, I think. And hi to Kathy from Oregon. I hope you're doing well. And let's say the question I was asking earlier was, what are the little five? And it, as I say, it stumped a few people. So I'm quite surprised. But we did have Afrimu and Fabienne to come through for us and tell us what the little five were. And that was in case you missed it, it was the rhino beetle and the elephant shrew, which is also known as a sengi now, the ant lion, the buffalo weaver, and the leopard tortoise. So those are the little five. And we get the buffalo weaver here, and that's the birds that are responsible for building those large nests with the sticks and twigs. We also get the leopard tortoise here. We have seen that a couple of times. And we also have the ant lion. I think we should really get the rhino beetle here. I have to check the distribution. And TK, I'm definitely not saying anything about the stars. I love those people, and I love growing up with the music there. My parents always said I was born in the wrong era. Kind of agree. I'd say I think I would have enjoyed the music that time. And Enid, sorry. My brain's going overload now. Enid, just wanting to know what an antlion is. It's actually, I'll see if I can find one on Drive today. Depends on how we go. But I have started seeing them a little bit more active now. It's getting warmer again. But an antlion actually makes little pits in the sand, and the ants actually walk into the pits, and the antlion sits at the bottom, and it's actually a larvae form of an antlion that it almost looks like a fairy or a lacewing or a dragonfly almost, but that's possibly where the fairy idea came from, because the wings are translucent. It's a beautiful, beautiful little creature. And as a larvae, it almost looks like a tick with big jaws on the end of it. And it sits at the bottom of this pit, and it waits for an ant to fall into the pit. It starts kicking sand up, so the ant starts to fall further. Sometimes you can actually pretend to be an ant with a piece of grass or something, and you can actually see the flicking of the sand, and you may even see the jaws coming out of the sand ready to catch what it thinks is an ant. Okay, great news everybody. It looks like the problem has been fixed. So myself and Herman are going to start getting ready to go out again. Alex is going to take over from me here in Final Control. So give us a few moments and hopefully we'll be up and running and out on drive. But thanks again to everybody for sharing all your thoughts and sending some emails in. And just one last email coming through. And just a reminder actually, and thanks Louise and Karen, just to let everybody know, I'm actually doing a very special fireside chat on the 3rd of September. It's going to be Friday the 3rd of September, and I've got Dr. Patrick Benson coming in, and he is a vulture expert. He's done a lot of research on vultures in the area. He's actually just been through to Tabazimbi, which is where I started studying to be a guide, and he's done a lot of research also in Asia on vultures. So I'm going to be chatting to him on a fireside chat on the 3rd of September, on Friday the 3rd of September. So I hope you can join me for that. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be very interesting, and as I say, it's going to be it's going to be a new experience for me, and I hope you guys can join me for that. And I will be putting up in a couple of weeks, or every couple of days, a reminder so that you don't forget the date. And also it is there on my Facebook page, so if you do forget the date, it's going to be there as well, but obviously we will keep reminding you. So Alex is going to come back in and take over from me, and I'm going to go out to the Gunda. I've already done my checks, and if anybody wants to see what we do just before drive, then all you need to do is have a look at the diaries, which you can find on the Facebook page, the Safari Channel Facebook page. They are there, or on YouTube. And I think it was a couple of days ago we actually had a diary showing what we did and what we did with the camera and how we check for the drive. So I'm going to leave you now, and see you out there. Bye for now.
30 seconds to countdown. Standing by for an answer check. Picture's looking good. Sound is good. Stand by for the countdown.
Copy 5-5.
5, 4, 3.
Hi everybody, sorry about that. I think we had some looping of the intro music, but hopefully it's all sorted out now. Sorry for the delay. Unfortunately, we have had a few technical issues. Sorry. Right, thought I'd switch that down already. But hopefully we are going to be having an hour and a half of drive, and if we do find anything later on, we might be able to stay with it a little bit longer. But we'll see how we go. But otherwise, let's see how it goes. I have heard that there is a leopard around, so we're hopefully going to try and make our way there. There are a few vehicles around at the moment, so we will have to wait in line. But I think we're going to take a leisurely drive down towards Gowrie Dam and have a look, see if there's anything around there, and hopefully head on towards Leopard when there is space. So hopefully that won't be too much longer. But for now, as I say, we'll jump on board and see what else we can go and find. Herman's joining me on camera this afternoon with Alex in Final Control and myself, Tara, presenting. And if you would like to send any questions through, please do. Send them through to finalcontrol@safari.tv. Let's go and see what we can go and find. And the wind's really started picking up. I was talking to you just before we started drive and talking about the weather as we've reached. And unfortunately, I wonder if we've got the baboons around here. And as I say, it's going to be bringing the clouds. Okay, I'm not too sure if this problem is going to persist. Vegetation is looking very, very dry at the moment. But as soon as we get the rains, I promise you there will be a huge transformation almost overnight. It's incredible. But once we have a lot of rain, that's when we're going to really be seeing huge change. And that should be around November time. Sorry, Graham, were you calling me?
Yeah, no, you can keep on GOA and then when you get close I'll put out a little sketch here.
Copy that. I'm at Gary Dam at the moment. If you want more time, I can just spend some time around here.
Yeah, because I think all the Gary cut down at the moment, so yeah, then as soon as he pulls in, I'll make space.
Copy that, thank you. Okay, we are pointing into the sun, so we may have a little bit of a problem with the backlighting there, but it's always nice just to see the impala. As I say, very common antelope, and sometimes because of that they kind of get a bit overlooked. But I still think they're such a beautiful antelope. They've got those big, beautiful brown eyes, very slender bodies. And but the actual pattern is known as counter shading. Someone was asking about that a few days ago, in the counter shading with the dark brown on top and the lighter brown underneath with the cream on the belly. And it's thought that once the sun shines on the dark brown, it obviously lightens it up and it makes the animal look less animal-like. It makes it look more 2D, or blending in a little bit better with the surroundings. Not sure if I really do believe that, but I think the disruptive markings do work, like the white stripes on the Nyala and on the kudu, and the spots on the bushbuck. But the counter shading, the springbok also have the counter shading, and they tend to be for the animals on the plains. But then my argument is, well, why don't wildebeest and the sesame and the hartebeest also have the counter shading if it's that effective? But nevertheless, that is the counter shading on the impala. Now the leopards are just somewhere on Central Road, so I'm going to make my way there. There are still a couple of vehicles around there, but we're slowly going to make our way there. Try and avoid that one. I did have a few duggabuys around by the dam. Looks like they actually moved off into the bush. We have one hippo at Gary Dam. think we may just have to cut back through to Gary Dam. I think there's a little bit of a problem again. But hopefully if we can try and cut back to Gary Dam, we might be able to just see if we can quickly sort it out. And hopefully we can actually see the hippo from the camera there. Okay, welcome back everyone. Hoping that's worked. Hippo's decided he doesn't want to see us. Oh, and we have, I don't know, you're going to be able to catch the kingfisher here. Right, oh, there it goes. Looked like it was a brown hooded. Yeah, brown hooded. I think it's going to be a little bit too far away from the, yeah, too far into the bush now. And again, I forget somebody was asking about kingfishers the other day. We have 10 species here in South Africa. And we can find at least 7 of them here. Hello ladies. Seems we only got the rumps walking away, so you can actually get the faces. And there is such a thing as a black-faced impala. It's actually a genetic variation, but one that doesn't happen very often. And impala, one of the reasons why they're so successful is because they are able to eat both the leaves and the grass. This little one's very bold. And we should be expecting the impala babies, obviously once the rain starts to really descend. So we're looking around December, January time for the impala babies. Standing by.
We're waiting to get up a tree.
Franklin just scared them a bit. Copy, thanks Graham. Almost there. Okay, apparently there is space for us at the leopard, and I think the leopard's not too far away from here from what I understand, and that's possibly why the impala are really on high alert, and that's why the Franklin just moved. I think there was a young female that walked right next to the vehicle, and she actually disturbed one of the Franklins in the bush. You can see them actually, it's almost as if the muscles are twitching and they're actually ready for any action. I think they must have been hit by the leopard. Okay, let's see what we can get with the leopard. They do say that it had a kill, and I wonder if it's an impala from this herd. Could possibly have been. Very, very wary of that Franklin there. Apparently the leopard is up a tree. Not too sure which leopard. Confirm you're actually on Central or Gary Line?
Just east of Gary Line, follow Central, and then continue with it, or as you come through the he's waiting at the tree for you.
Oh, thank you so much. They said a he, so I wonder if it's one of Karula's boys. Let's hope it's Induna. I'd actually like to see if it is Induna. Maybe he's finally learned to put a kill in a tree. So we should soon find out. Draped over the branch. I'm going to wait for you guys to tell me who it is.
more sharply than the voice from the other song. Just left hand side of the spectrum.
I wonder if anybody's identified him yet. And it's a very big giveaway. This cat, you don't need to see his head.
And if my interaction distance isn't changing at all at the moment. Okay, I'm going to find origin. Okay, now one of my pictures a little bit is static, one isn't. Which one are you seeing?
And you can actually, you can't really see the kill in the tree,
Couldn't really identify. Please say again.
but it is an impala. And if anybody has identified him yet, I hope you guys have got the... Aha! Diane... Awesome. Diane and
And it was a nice little music of cut.
Nicole, I think that was. Oh, Carl. Sorry, Carl. And Leela, you're all correct. It is Induna. You see the tip of his tail is actually missing. So this is awesome. He's actually taken, well, he's made a kill and he's taken it into the tree.
That's what I've been asking the last 3 minutes. I've got 2 pictures here. I don't know which one you're interested in, that's why I'm asking you. This last picture on my monitor. Yeah, I can't see anything. That's last picture on my monitor. Okay, pictures back again. Rather not. I found origin again, but that didn't help. You copy? Alex, do you copy me? For those who are taking a picture every 10 seconds, and touch my screen if you're choosing. Trying to touch the picture on the file.
Okay, it's a little bit difficult for me to talk. We are very close to some of the game drive vehicles, but hopefully trying to explain to you where the kill is. It's just up to the left of where Induna is. It's actually on a back branch, so if you can't really see it from where we are, but it looks like he's actually eaten quite a bit. Okay, there is one vehicle moving, so hopefully we'll be able to talk a little bit more in a short while. Do you need me to move? Okay, cool. Thanks, eh? Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. Nice to see he's actually being a leopard, eh? How's it? Hi. No, we're actually broadcasting live, so just as you guys are doing, you're doing a game drive, we also broadcasting a game drive, but all our viewers are at home. So yeah, this is... Yeah, that's it. And have a drink or a coffee and... Yeah. So we're actually, yeah, the guys are actually watching right now, so they get to have the feel of the African bush in their home. Yeah, it's Safari TV. If you go onto the website, you'll be able to see what we actually broadcast. And during the day, when we're not out driving, we have a dam camera, so you get to see what animals come through to the dam. And oh, yeah, it is. It's a really nice concept, and we're actually going to go 3D with it. So hopefully, people wear the glasses, and obviously the animals will be able to almost jump out at you. Now I do wonder if something is around. He keeps looking. I wonder if his brother is around. And if we do have any new viewers, Induna is a young male leopard who is one of Karula's sons now. He was born November just over or just under a couple of years ago. And Karula being the female who is resident in this area. And we don't know how long these boys are going to stay. They may stay, they may go. He's actually looking straight at the kill now, so... So you guys can actually see the kill at the moment, and there's not much left actually. There's just a couple of legs, probably 3 legs, a bit of tail, and it looks like the skull. It looks like the middle part has been eaten. Here he comes, he's coming down. It looks like he's actually become a little bit more agile. So, I wonder where he's going. I wonder if he's going to go and drink after eating such a big meal. He may just go to the water to drink. He may or may not come back. He may have had his fill and move on. It's quite odd if he does. There's still a little bit of meat there left. He's actually going to hide behind... Oh. Yeah, I can still see him moving just behind the bush. Let's see if the vehicle follows. Just the one. I good. I think we'll stay. Might as well stay with him. Stay here. I don't think there's any other vehicles that are interested. But there is one vehicle of people that haven't been able to see him. I'm just checking what's going on. So we're going to give them a chance to see him, because also we have a nice view of him in the tree. But I'll still stick with them and just see if we can get another view of him. But we know what Induna's like. Seems to be a magician of hiding. Yeah, I think he might even come back. He's actually changed direction. He's going that way again. And apologies for not really speaking too much. We literally did have a couple of vehicles right next to us, and it can make it very difficult to actually talk because we don't want to disturb other people. But welcome on board to you, Len, and wanting to know which tree this is that Induna has left his kill in and was sitting in. And you can see quite nicely the branch that he was sitting on. It's almost got sort of marks on it, as if someone's been hitting a golf ball at the trunk, and it's taken bits of the bark off of it, and that's very characteristic of the marula tree. And also the branches at the ends, even this time of year you can tell it's a marula tree because the branches at the ends are very, very wide. They don't sort of taper off like other branches do. And it's very different from the syringa, the bark-wise, but also on the syringa you'll get little spindly bits coming off where the leaves will actually form. I wonder why they're going there. Okay. Cool move. Sorry, I forgot to warn you.
Left at 2 station with the hang well. Thank you very much, Square. Well done.
Duna, where did you go, my friend?
Down 3 today. Yeah. Good luck to you, man. Can you get an update that? Well, we were between Central the side of Gary Patrick, and we capture up to with them, and somewhere that's very good to
Looks like we might have him up there. I think I'm using their binoculars, so we'll go and see if we can have another look at him. But I am so pleased that it is in Duna. It just goes to show, you know, it might have taken him a little while, but he's now catching his own food, he's putting it in the tree. There's no doubt in my mind that that was him that didn't kill. And he's actually growing up to be a self-sufficient leopard, which is great news. As I say, he is coming up for nearly 2 years. Scaring off these people that didn't get a chance to see him just before. Can you see him? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's walking like that.
Okay. So this tree in front of us?
Yeah, this one, the big one, Marula there.
Uh-huh, okay. Are you going to follow him?
Eish, I will try to go to the road. He can follow like that.
Okay, I'll see what we can do. Okay. Ronnie is going to the tree at the back there. Let's see what we can do. And as I was just saying earlier, Karula is the resident female in this area, and these two are her present litter, but she has been mating. Around the 1st of August she was seen mating. Caught her a couple of times. First time was just outside my room, which I am eternally grateful for her. It's something I've always wanted to see, is leopards mating. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning, they actually woke me up. We should be expecting cubs in about 3 months if she did, if she was successful. But it probably will only be another 6 to 8 weeks before she actually shows them. She'll hide them away. I'm sure you said this tree here, hey. It's fairly dense bush in here. So I'm just trying to take it easy because I'm actually not sure where he's gone. Standing by?
Come follow me, Haina Road. He's crossing
Oh wow.
to join Haina Road straight towards the party because of German success.
Copy, thank you. Apparently, I think it was Abel, hey? Apparently Abel has just caught up with him on Hyena Road, he's moved fast. We've got to try and find a way out here now. From here. That's what we were just discussing. He said he was going to try and take the road. So I said, I'll see if I can try and follow him through here. Hopefully one of us would have a look. As I say, he moved very, very fast. Okay, I can see the road. Right through there. So that's one thing. Getting in is not a problem. It's getting out is the fun part. Standing by.
Haina Road, you must join centrality.
Confirm, stay on central and head east. Copy, I'm on central now.
Kashan from the normal point. From parallel central towards the road.
He's come out, just passing Hyena Road now. He said he's just come out onto central again. So he obviously came straight through. And obviously being quite a small animal, just maneuver much, much better than we can in our vehicles. As I say, king of the bush, magician of the bush, should I say, being able to melt into it. Okay, they're all looking in here. So I think he's still here. Going back to the question about the marula tree, it's actually one of those trees that leopards really like to use to put their ears. You can see them. They really like to put the kills in. There's low branches, there's quite thick branches, and they're able to drape themselves as well as they kill over the branches. So it's one of the more popular trees for leopards, jackalberries as well. It's quite high off the ground here he is. I'm going to switch off and hopefully roll it a bit. So he is moving. I'm hoping we might be able to get a shot of him as he moves through here.
possibly just in front of us here as well. Where are you going, number one? You look like you're on a mission now. Yes. Okay, I'm going to start up and try and roll
Give me a sec.
a little bit further down.
Okay.
Across the road. There we go. And again, if people are not sure how to identify Duna, he's lost a little bit of his tail. So that was the big giveaway when he was in the tree. He also has a ring of spots around his right eye. Makes like a half moon shape. Okay, we're going to cut further round because he likes to cut down this road. Out. I've seen Karula use the same shortcut. Here he comes, he's coming. Here he comes. Yeah, no, he's coming here. Sorry? Okay, he's coming down here. Come on in, Duna. Come and say hello to us. I think he might actually come down to drink. I think Abel was right. And this is obviously the closest watering hole. I'm hitting a branch again. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, looking forward. There he is. This is going to be alright. Is that alright there?
Yeah, that's fine.
No water. You see there? Do you want me to back up a bit?
Sorry, no, it's okay.
Is that okay? We still see?
Good.
No.
Everything is fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
And also by his left eye, he's got a triangle. And some people say it looks like he's got some bat wings. In Duna. Getting a little bit dark for my camera now. Okay. Hi Henry, I'm hoping you might be able to see from this shot now. You can see there's a little bit of tip of the tail, the actual bone sticking out. And you should be able to see where we're saying about the tip of the tail missing. But you're a little bit confused at how we can see that, and hopefully with him moving around. I'll move my head out the way. Now if you look at leopards' tails, they tend to have quite a long piece of white on the top of the tail, and he hasn't got any white left, it's actually just black on the top of the tail. And that's where we're saying that you can actually see the tip missing. Shane is really looking for that water. So that's one to remember, folks, is if we do have a leopard that has a kill in this area, this is the water source that they utilise. So obviously it came straight here. Especially in summer when we have a lot more water. There you go, he's found a little bit.
My radio's down, so if Alex needs me to tell me.
Okay. And if anybody is joining us, my name's Tara, Willie's on camera, and Alex is in final control. And this is a live safari from here in Juma Game Reserve in South Africa.